beautiful day. Beautiful. That huge big battery of life in the sky is out shining bright today, and I am so grateful. It makes such a difference to your energy levels and your positivity. And another thing that adds to your energy levels and your positivity is wonderful Trumpy over the pond, just dishing out facts, common sense, plain speaking, rational, logical, scientific, just enormous amount of stuff just coming out that us Brits could just dream of having in the next 100 years. It would take us that long to do what he's done in a week. It's just so inspiring, and it can't help but just give you a bit of a boost and some positivity. Praying it rubs off. I'm already starting to see some people in the UK in the media start to feel a little bit freer in talking facts without worrying so much. Trump getting rid of trans people for competing against women and girls in sports. It's just common sense. And yet you've got human rights groups saying it's discriminatory. It's like they never seem to care about women's rights, do they? I mean, women's rights have just been a challenge for so long. It's weird, isn't it? Why is that? Anyway, and then while I'm running around in this beautiful countryside, and I've mentioned this again and again, but I really hope people start to see how the people pushing net zero, which is kind of like a disguise for the fourth industrial revolution, which is a huge big money making scheme for just those few people, again making the solar panels. Well, that's China, isn't it? And the wind turbines and the EVs and the batteries. Well, it's all China, but you know where I'm going. They do not care about nature. They do not care about life. They do not care about beauty. They do not care about wildlife, bugs, bees, insects. And it's, where have all those environment kind of campaigning people gone, the Save the Whale people, when they see wind turbines factually are killing whales? Where are they these days? And the big one for me right now is solar panels. Like, I think there is a place for solar panels, a few on roofs here and there. And then I saw somebody the other day with solar panel technology that create walls, put them on factory roofs, put them on ugly council buildings, don't put them on beautiful architecture, and don't put them on green arable land. Again, it is quite evil. When we had the worst harvest in 30 years, I think, last year, and the amount of set aside farmers being paid to do nothing with their fields is increasing, and the weather's just a nightmare, and then the government are just plastering these solar panels, huge swathes of beautiful fertile land, and it poisons the land, so you can't use it for food production again. They break in gales and hailstorms, and they're going to need a country kind of massive landfill at some point. And then I've read this Daily Skeptic article about how they're killing birds and insects in great numbers because birds think they're landing on water, and they literally get incinerated or electrocuted by these things. And the same with butterflies and bees, and we wonder why we're just not seeing any butterflies and bees. I think it's also atmospheric, but obviously the more and more we're plastering our little island in metal, the less life we will see. And I want to see those good old kind of Save the Whale people back out, really properly championing our countryside again, and stop letting these people trick you into thinking they care about wildlife and the environment. They don't. They care about the money in their pocket, the green in their pocket, and they care about control. They are anti-life, anti-nature, anti-beauty, anti-human. And it's so obvious to see this beauty, where we can find it around us, is a gift. in so many ways, whether it's providing food, shelter and habitat for wildlife. We need bees and insects. You know, for the first time ever, I missed wasps last summer. I hate wasps. I couldn't wait to see some last year because I know how important they are in the circle of life. Okay, and the landscape gives us energy, gives us hope, gives us like connection to this planet. Robert Kennedy Jr. talked about that, and it is so true. It's so uplifting, and it's good for humans to spend time. We don't want to see swathes of metal. It sounds like something out of the Terminator. And everybody, wherever they're planning on doing these things, needs to get in contact with their councillors, their MPs. We need to shout out the hypocrisy of it. Stop funding China. And I'm happy to hear about Labour talking about mini nuclear reactors. You know, God knows why they've not built one since 1995. We have Rolls-Royce saying they can make these things at the highest level quality in the world. Get a few of these little things going. Like, it's just mental. But we do not want bird killing turbines and solar panels. Anyway, I'm going to carry on my little run. My dog's wondering what I'm doing. What are you doing, crazy woman? Have a good day, everybody. Bye bye.